Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, I will show you how to deploy the Bold Reports report server in Azure App Services using an ARM template. Let's begin with a brief overview of the Bold Report server. It is a reporting platform designed for creating, managing, and delivering interactive reports. It supports embedding reports into web applications built with ASP.NET Core, ASP.NET MVC, Angular, React, and Blazor. Users can manage access through role-based permissions and deploy the server on Windows, Linux, Docker, or cloud platforms. Now, let's look at the prerequisites for deploying the Bold Report server on Azure App Service. An Azure App Service plan. A Microsoft Azure subscription. An ARM template. Azure Blob Storage. One of these supported databases. At least 10 gigabytes of storage and any modern web browser. In this table, you will find the configuration for Azure App Service based on the traffic and data processing. Now, let's start the deployment. First, log into the Azure portal and select Create a Resource, which will redirect to the Create a Resource page. Next, search for Template Deployment in the search bar. Select Create, and then Template Deployment. Then choose Build Your Own Template in the editor. Here we will add the ARM template. An ARM template is a JSON file that defines the infrastructure and configuration required to deploy and manage resources in Azure. Copy the ARM template from the GitHub link provided in the documentation. Paste it, and save. You'll be redirected to the custom deployment page. The subscription option allows you to choose an Azure subscription. The resource group option allows you to choose logical group-to-group resources like web apps, storage accounts, networks, and more. The region option allows us to choose where the application is deployed. The Eastern United States is usually preferred. The web app name option allows you to enter the report server application name according to our choice for this URL. This name should be unique. The deployment will fail if an application is already deployed in that name. For this example, I will enter the value as Bold Report Azure App. The storage account name option is used for blob storage. Like the web app name, this name should also be unique. For this example, I will enter the value as Bold Report Storage Account. The web app name and storage account name should be in lowercase. The storage account type is optional if you have chosen the storage type as file storage. If you have chosen blob storage, then this field is mandatory. Select Review and Create. It will review the ARM template, and any issues in the template will be displayed. Since there's no error in our ARM template, the validation passed. Select Create. The deployment will likely take at least 15 minutes. Once the deployment is complete, the application will be ready for startup. Select Go to Resource Group. Here you will see the web app and storage account created. Then copy the URL and open it in the browser. As you can see, the Bold Reports Enterprise Server Startup page has loaded. On the admin page, fill in the required fields and select Next to proceed to the database configuration mode. The first option is Shared Database Mode. In this mode, all tenants share a single database with data logically separated using unique identifiers. This approach optimizes resource use, reduces infrastructure costs, and simplifies maintenance while maintaining data segregation. The second option is the Separate Database Mode. In this mode, every tenant has its own dedicated database, ensuring that data is separate. This improves security, allows independent management, and enhances performance for each tenant. Proceed with the Separate Database Mode. The Bold ID database stores information about sites, users, and access permissions. The Bold Reports database stores reports, users, and resource access permissions. You can choose between two configuration modes. Simple mode, which configures a single database for bold ID and bold reports. Or advanced mode, which configures separate databases for bold ID and bold reports. For this example, we will proceed with simple mode. You can choose between Oracle, PostgreSQL, or MySQL database options to configure the bold report server. I select the default server type Microsoft SQL Server/Azure SQL. Based on your selection, the form will refresh, displaying fields related to the chosen database. Next, enter the necessary fields. New database allows you to create a new database on the selected server. Existing database lets you select an existing database on the selected server. By default, new database is selected. And you can enter the database name as Bold Service Azure. You can modify the database schema, ID table prefix, and server tables prefix values if needed. These prefixes will appear in your table names within the database. The Enable SSL option makes a secure connection between the report server application and the database to get the data encrypted. For this example, we will proceed with the default values. Click Next to open the account activation page. Next, you will need to activate your Bold Reports account. There are 3 options available to activate the account. If you have a Bold Reports account, you can activate it by using the Login to Activate Account option. If you are working in a secure environment without access to an external server, you can activate your account using the Unlock Key File option. If you don't have Bold Reports account, you can use Proceed with 30-day trial. Since I have a Bold Reports account, I will click Login to activate my account. If you have multiple licenses, Bold Reports will ask you to select one. If you have only one license, the process will be skipped. See, sample reports that were already integrated into the report server can be added to the reports page. If you click a report, it will open in a new window. As you can see, the report was successfully rendered. In this video, I have shown you how to deploy the Bold Report server in Azure App Services using an ARM template. If you found this video useful, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.